Hello, Monsters Band here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and Part 13 of my Ulfric the Wanderer campaign, where every 13 episodes is unlucky for someone, and I guess you could say it's unlucky for the boys currently being exploded by rocket launchers, but realistically it's really unlucky for Wissenland, who are about to get their ass kicked, despite what Auto-Resolve thinks. Now, we've got the little force surrounded. We've sent Greg down over here, basically to try and force them to reposition their units. We've also got the skin walls over in the forest over here. We've got Norscan ice walls in the forest over here. We've basically got them surrounded. They think they might... They've got us where they want us. That's good. They have spotted us, though, and that's forcing their units to reposition, including the Hellstorm rocket batteries. A good way to get the enemy artillery not to fire at you is to start putting units behind them, because they do not like that. You start putting... They keep trying to reform their line. So basically, we're going to force them to engage. Actually, throwing rockets at us, but that's fine. Here come the skin walls. Also, rocket batteries are not going to get any more damage done. Nom 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 nom. Tasty. Meanwhile, ice walls coming out of the trees. Greg's already getting stuck in, and here comes the Norscan marauders. It's one of the last settlements of Wissenland. They still have Marienburg, though. We need to take out Marienburg. But this seems to be their last army. At least until they recruit another one, anyway. And our Norscans are, well, making very, 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 very short work of these southern softies. It's absolute carnage. Absolute, complete and utter devastation. The ice walls are running down everyone they can find. Om nom nom nom. Yeah, good boys. And there we go. The enemy army is completely shattered. Absolute devastation. Losses on our side were pretty light. I didn't think that was quite the 50-50 that Auto-Resolve kind of made it out to be. Losses of 88, kills of everyone. I mean, I could sack it, but I don't really need the money at this point. So instead, we're going to raise it for the eagle there. Let's see if we can get... There we go. Zinch has got his lab coat back on. He's got the R&D boys in. He's doing our research for us. Good lads. Give that a little raise. Right. Of course, Jean-Claude Van Damned is level 13, which is quite, you know, number of the episodes. Quite good. We'll give him Frostbitten? Skin walls. Yes, that's what we're going to give him. And Velkmar. Sounds a bit like he should be with Scrappy Doo, but never mind. Stitch. Yes, you're getting Fangs. And Emagad is getting Evasion. Perfect. Right. Okay, so far so good. However, this is a bit of a problem down here. We have dwarves massing on our borders. Oh, I should also say I made a little trade agreement with Count Noxless, so we're now friends with him, Big Chinny Chin Chin. And
not likely.
Now, all of these armies are recruiting, and this could be a big problem for us, because we've got 3 stacks of dwarves down here. Altdorf has got a beefy garrison, but it's not 3 stacks of dwarf beefy. So I think we need to deal with this. We also need to deal with Wissenland, and also it looks like Bordeaux has taken Castle Artois, although that's less of a problem for us. What I'm tempted to do is actually bring Wulfric back round here to hit Marienburg, Grungzint, and then potentially come back through to hit Montfort. What I'm going to try and do...
Talk, because my chopper Gitsnick wants to mash ya.
I don't want to talk to you, chopper, mate. I want to talk to you about declaring war on dwarves, like these guys, and maybe those guys as well. You do that? Moderate? Really? Really? Are you... Wait, can I just ask... Can I just ask you to declare war on everyone?
This is it.
I mean, you are group. Fuck it. Just fight everyone. Oh, what? That was too many, was it? Jesus. What about those? Moderate? No, he doesn't like that. What about... Fuck it. Basto? No, fuck it. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect him to declare... I was kind of expecting him to go, I want money for it. But just to go, yeah, I'll fight those guys and them and them. Why not? Good. Okay, so we're gonna bring Wulfric back around here. So knock out Grungzint and Marienburg. Because basically they are fucking... God damn these guys. They are so... Like cockroaches. They're so hard to kill. Especially if you can't occupy the settlements. This is why you end up with these massive empires. Didn't they make a change where the AI doesn't... mind you, I think they captured that off the green skins rather than when we raised it. But still, I'm fairly sure didn't they have like an internal clock where the AI shouldn't resettle stuff after you've raised it? I'm fairly sure did we raise Castle Artois? I genuinely can't remember. What's happening? What's going on? Where am I? Nurse, help. Never mind. So we're going to knock those out. I'm going to deal with this dwarf problem. This is a problem. But we need some green skin help, really, to be honest. I think getting, to be honest, if we're at war with those factions, then Grimgor will like the fact we kill them. So that's fine. Scrappy Doo. You actually succeeded for once. Good job. Good job. We're going to give you Deadly Fangs, because eventually we might want to put you in an army. Okay, we're being raided. Over here. So, what are they doing up there? What are the lunatics doing up there? Alright, no biggie. Let's go and kill these guys. Hello, what have you got? Yeah, that's... Ow! You bastards! Oh, I should never auto-resolve against archers. It's just not worth the pain. At least we got a battlefield drummer, I guess. That's something. But I lost my puppies. Oh, that's really upsetting. That really is. That really is very vexing.
Where's my next?
Oh, unbelievable. Never mind.
Tribal fury.
Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down here. A little bit now. If they do jump me with everything they've got, that might not necessarily be the worst thing, because could always retreat. But we don't have lightning strike, do we? No. Mind you, the auto-resolve constantly decides that it can definitely win, and it's definitely not true, so... Flaris and Telsian. Do you want twisted architecture? That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, we can hit Marienburg. That should be fairly easy. We'll capture that. Artois, no, just have the one settlement again. Look. You guys are at war. Can you just go and actually do something? Please. Please? Please. Please? I did think they would do this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to back off. Oh, they can still reach me. Lovely. How the fuck can they still reach me? Okay, I guess we're just going to have to try and kill them all. Okay, I was a bit surprised by just how fast those dwarves have managed to recruit this many units. I guess I should have learned by now. Should have learned, haven't. Guess I'm going to have to kill them now. Oh well. Now the nice thing about this battlefield, apart from the fact they've got a great position for their cannons over there, is that the rest of their army is kind of hidden behind this hill over here, which means that any guns, or particularly artillery, unless they're grudge throwers, which is what they have, won't be able to actually fire at us. So we just need to smash our way through these. I mean, these dwarf warriors should be fairly easy to kill. That charge was garbage. That charge was utter shite. Never mind. We've got some iron breakers over here. We have like hit them from all sides with our skin walls and sent some dwarves absolutely flying, which has done considerable damage. And these iron breakers are just getting absolutely torn to shreds. I've never seen iron breakers die so fast. Holy balls. Normally the fuckers won't die, but look at this. Getting shredded. In fact, the dwarf forces are just disintegrating so quickly. In come the skin walls. They've taken out the great cannon. And now we just need to chase down as many of these units as possible, because the problem is most of these dwarves, if they're not shattered, they will return to combat. And I need to reposition my forces because reinforcements are on the way. They've almost reached the top of the hill. Now, a lot of these units are shattered, so that's fine. The enemy, the Dwarf Lord, he's rallied and he's chasing Omagard. Fortunately, of course, he's got little legs, so... Oh, you're right, buddy. What the fuck was that for? Excuse me, I've got a later engagement. So Dwarf Lord leaves him alone. Goes after some of the Marauder Hunters, which I'm kind of fine with, to be honest. I don't really care about that. Off they go. Now, we've got enemy artillery, which is starting to pound us relentlessly. Got some crush throwers down there. So we're going to try and put a stop to those. Our ice walls are now flanking around far and wide to get in amongst those artillery units. They've got more artillery units actually coming onto the battlefields and bolt throwers as well. These grudge throwers have got 4 kills already, and that's all they're going to get. They're now being nommed, and we have ice walls coming around to knock out that one as well. Meanwhile, the rest of our forces have engaged. Sweeping down the hill here, completely skirting the enemy defensive melee units, slamming into their missile units and just tearing them apart. It's pandemonium as the dwarves are running left, right and centre. They don't know which way to go. We've got the skin walls engaging a lot of units over here, including some longbeards with great weapons. We're dropping a final transmutation directly on their heads. Of course, they're magically resistant, but they'll still take damage from it. Yeah, these dwarves thought they thought they had the upper hand. They do not have the fucking upper hand. These guys going to try and climb back up the hill, trying to have a second pop, but should have brought shields, lads. See Greg in the distance pounding the enemy general. Yep, more sharp sticks coming in. Off they go. And it's just pandemonium as dwarves are running everywhere. Norscan marauders cutting them down as they try and escape. Dwarves flying all over the place. Sans the gyrocopters this time. Their missile units are shattered and broken, running back down the hill, trying to get some ground between themselves and the horde of very angry, very naked, muscly men. Greg's having a shouting match with the enemy lords, and it looks like winning. You got him, Greg? Step on him. There you go. He's super sad. He's now running away. Didn't like the shouting. Did not like the shouting. Now, this army does have some of these goddamn ghosts in them, which aren't particularly dangerous, but are kind of annoying to kill, especially because we don't have magical weapons, so we're just going to have to grind them down. There's another one over there, and one in the trees as well, so we're going to have to do that. Meanwhile, while that's all being dealt with, the ice walls are running down as much of the enemy army as possible. Racking up the kills, making sure that should we need to do a follow-up battle, should we need to, hopefully even the auto-resolve won't be able to swing it that the very battered enemy army will win that victory. Win that battle, I should say. So hunting down all those missile units, the ones that, you know, make auto-resolve thinks that the army with the more missile units will win. I think we've just proven that to be total and utter bollocks. Oh, heroic victory. That is unfortunate. How many did I lose? 212. How many did I lose? Oh, 2,509. Oof. Ooh, that's going to sting. It's going to sting. Especially because you chased me, which, guess what that means? It means you can't run away, doesn't it? That's what that means, doesn't it, eh? Yeah. Stick that in your book of grudges, you wankers. Blood Iron. Yeah, melee attack. Always melee attack. Demise of Tilia. I think Tilia's already dead. No, they are fine. No, they are there. Okay, good. Income from post-battle loot, which is always nice. Oh look, we healed up as well. That's nice. Okay. Hello, my buckos. Got a beard collection. I mean, there's plenty to pick from, isn't there? Can assault the garrison, Scrappy-Doo. Oh, you succeeded. Good, good fucking job. Right, let's start taking out these fucking dwarves. I cannot be having with these. Do I want the money? Nah. Right, let's do another raise for the eagle, I think. Nice thing being that we escaped back to our own territory, which means, you know, we just healed right back up again. So that's nice. You've got 2 skill points. Holy shit. Okay, you're close to having your mammoth. Let's just go with frostbitten then. Do I want I probably want lightning strike, don't I? Do you want a swelling of doom? What's the other option? Income from post-battle loot plus 15%. I mean, it's not the worst thing to have. Okay, we'll go with that. Velkmar. Oh, I could give you ritual. I could give you a chariot. No, I couldn't. I would like to give you a chariot. Okay, let's do that. Let's get Arcane Conduit as well. Can't go wrong with a bit of Arcane Conduit. Magical Reserves. And Fate of Buna is not the worst thing to have. Stitch is going to happen now. I guess if we make you... Yeah, let's make you hard to hit. What items do you have? You don't have a hand weapon, because we don't have any. Why does Thyrus has a Shrieking Blade? Of course he does. Because if I don't give him a Shrieking Blade, he'll complain. So we'll do that. Right.
Where's my next quote?
I'm worried I'm going to lose my Warhounds, but I genuinely cannot be fucked to fight this battle. So, yep. Knew that would happen. Oh, hello. And just establish an outpost. Ooh, a Totem of Rust. Minus armor. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so if I come back here... I want some wolfies. I'm going to have to come to Altdorf, but if I trash Eelheart anyway...
I will not blight my
and I need to destroy Bastogne. Although if I do that, I might lose Mousillon. Which, it's not the end of the world. I'll be honest. It's not the end of the world if we lose Mousillon, is it? Really? Let's go scouting. And then over here, I'm actually surprised that Balthazar was leading the army, wasn't he? Balthazar has wandered off. He's just buggered off. I don't know where he's gone. It's not a huge problem. Let me guess, you've just recruited entirely archers, haven't you? What can you recruit? You can recruit peasant mob and peasant bowman. Yes, that army is legitimately going to be entirely peasant bowman. Which is going to be a fucking nightmare. Not because it's going to be difficult to kill, because I'm going to have to chase them all over the bloody map and it's going to be incredibly irritating. It's the only reason that's going to be any problem whatsoever. We can get a little bit more money, which is, why not? Why wouldn't we? Recruitment, nah. I guess spreading corruption would not be the worst thing. A little bit of spreading corruption, a little bit of growth, public order, and yeah, let's do something like that. There we go. Okay, good. How's Marienburg? Yeah, not super happy. Not super happy, and Scrappy-Doo can have hard to hit. Right, we're gonna now. It looks like Grimgor is on the move.
This is my land.
This is your land, but this is my land. I mean, you're talking to someone from the United Kingdom. We had a fucking empire. Everything was our lands. Stick a flag on it. Our land. That's how you knew. Ravaging of the dwarves. I do like killing dwarves, but extra weapon strength. Wait, it's not super useful for the blah blah blah. Missile. Yeah, it's kind of trash. Shall we get baying to more sled, because that's more melee defense force stuff. Also, I need to go and raid Montfort, don't I? I keep forgetting I need to do that. I need to kill that big giant boy. Well, bugger. I keep forgetting. I think if I see old Mr. the Hound, I will give him a good shanking, but what I'm going to try and do is get a military alliance with him, then I can find him, then I can betray him, and then I can take his stuff.
Terms. But with any disagreements, there'll be a challenge.
Not a chin challenge, though, because you will win that by default. Defensive alliance, I'll take that. I will take your defensive alliance, because actually, he's in a fairly good position where he can hit most things, but equally his little home base is pretty protected. So he's quite a good ally to have, actually. Plus, I'll never have to traipse over his land, and he's not particularly interested in expanding it, so... Right. Need to kill Paravon. That's the thing. Oh, hello.
Do not take me for a fool.
It's Carl. Hello, Carl. What are you up to?
Speak.
What have you been up to since our last meeting?
Marauders all.
You're out of range, of course you are. You wouldn't be in range, would you?
Sigma, no.
I wonder if we can...
My hand hovers close to my blade.
Does it? So there's only 3 Empire factions that I know of still alive. The Golden Order has the most settlements. Avalon's only got the what? It's only got Flensburg. Really? Should be fairly easy to kill then, shouldn't you? In theory.
I am the wanderer.
Okay, the fact we lost our lovely Wolfie boys is disappointing. Can we just... Is this the last one Wissenland has? He's 8k. I can't say no to 8k.
Where's my next?
Just be silly.
No problem.
Do a little bit of raiding. We'll go to Altdorf and pick up the old... How much garrisons does this have? Not much. So I can skedaddle down here. Probably kill that pretty easily. Give it a sack for the income. Sure. Do a little bit of raiding. Are you military allies with... Oh, you are.
Enslave the Southerners.
I mean, we've taken some damage, but I think we can still take that army plus everyone else. I'm not super worried about that. We're going to get Takers of All, though, for the extra little bit of income boost, and also so we can get Lightning Strike, because I think that's going to be useful, because we're never really going to have armies in together, right? All of our armies are probably... We're going to only have a few armies. They're going to be spaced out. It's probably going to be very difficult to get armies actually joining each other into combat, so we may as well make sure that they can't get that either. Oh, Velkmar, you can have a Marauder Chariot. Have a Marauder Chariot. And then you can have Fate of Buna. There we go. Bosh. And Foseeker. Excellent. Right, so we'll burn that stuff down. Then, obviously, we need to kill the Golden Order, because they're going to be a problem for us. The last thing I need is bloody Balthazar running around with all kinds of nasty... Well, Hellstorm rocket batteries seem to be my nemesis at the moment. The Auto-Resolver loves them. Oh my god, does it love them. Got a Hellstorm rocket battery in your army? Fuck it, you win. That seems to be the... I was talking about this in the Total War Partners Discord, and Arcard, who's a streamer up on Twitch, said that it's because... what did he say? It was because artillery now, or the Auto-Resolve now takes artillery range into account, and of course the Hellstorm rocket battery has massive range, so it just gives everything. So basically, it just is like Auto-Resolve just loves the old Hellstorm rocket batteries, just loves them. Right. Sword of Cain has been claimed. This should be... Who's there? Throny! Let's wash you down, and then we will raise that for the Crow, I think. Problem is, we will now be trespassing on Greenskin territory, which is not going to make Grimgor super happy, but I mean, he's never super happy anyway, so doesn't really make a fucking difference, does it? I won't raid him because that just seems rude. What I might do though is I did... Now, this army over here has disappeared down towards Marienburg, and I kind of get... I get the feeling that it is probably heading for Marienburg to retake it or do something. So basically, we'll go and sit there in ambush and wait for them to turn up so we can, you know, brutally murder the wankers. Let's get lightning strike with you. There we go. All sorted there. And my God, Artois, how have you got two? These are all going to be... Right, okay, so we need an anti-archer army, basically, which turns out is just going to be fucking thousands of frost wolves. So we can just run them down. Which, it's not that exciting, although I do love my wolfy boys. Velkmar, you can have... Transmutation to lead's not bad. That's not bad. And Stitch, you can be a wound maker, because obviously all that kind of good stuff. And Umagerd is going to have the Purple Sun, and then we can get Arcane Conduits. Ah! Okay, good. You couldn't reach me. Okay, we're going to have to get Jean-Claude Van Damme out of there. Well, at least we found Balthazar. What happened to his army then? Did it come all the way back? Wow, that army just got... The Greenskin army just attacked Balthazar and just got wrecked. So we might have to fall back to Waldorf. Not a big problem, mind you. Because I just wanted to make sure the dwarves weren't anywhere near me, and, well, they're not anywhere near me anymore. Hello, Repants. Hello. Goodbye. Ooh, end of an errant. More growth, more horde growth, all armies, that's quite nice. Double experience when fighting against Bretonnia, that would have been quite useful, you know, a while ago. And research rates, oh, that's quite nice.
I refuse.
Yeah, I don't really want to fight that army right now. I'm going to help. Back home, we'll heal up, we'll go lick our wounds, lick each other's wounds. And we'll sort that out in a minute. I might lose Marienburg at this rate, because they...
Do you take me for a churl?
I mean, the garrison here is not bad.
I am a lord.
We could probably kill them. It would just be kind of annoying to kill them. Never mind, if we lose Marienburg, it's not...
A fight.
Let's face it, it's not going to be the end of the world.
I'm listening.
Do some raiding to reduce our upkeep. Okay, so you've probably got like 2 stacks of peasant bowmen there. These guys are cheaper, but... Jesus, 77 weapon strength. That's madness. It's absolute madness. I love it.
I will not obey.
I don't really know. I mean, like, the Hellstorm rocket batteries aren't difficult to deal with. They're just going to do some damage as I advance. Why? What? Ugh. The AI does love them, doesn't it?
My challenge?
And I'm going to have to take on this fort again. And I didn't enjoy that the last time. Last time was not good. Did not give me good happy times. I'm going to have to do it all over again. It's going to be the worst. Strapdo, you come down here. I want to know what's going on. They've only got 5 settlements, which means... Well, if I was looking at this logically, I would say that's probably their only army. Knowing the AI, they've probably got 2 more. Probably similar. Really? Oh, so many archers. So, obviously, looking at that, I'm like, oh god, that's going to be so annoying to fight. But we can probably win. So we should probably fight it. Because it's fucking peasant bowmen. And peasant mob. Literally the worst unit in the game. Die with your... There's only 2 lords here. That's it. I mean, this is going to be absolute carnage, but it's also going to be quite an annoying battle to fight. because trying to lock a bunch of peasants... I mean, okay, so basically if I don't squidge the enemy army together, what they'll do is they'll all dash off in different directions. And then turn around and start shooting at me, and I'll be chasing them all over the map, which will be quite annoying. Jesus Christ. I know there's a lot of them, but really? That's so much damage they're putting out. Good grief. So we've got our more mobile units, things like the ice trolls. I mean, the ice trolls aren't super manoeuvrable, but they are a lot faster than peasant bowmen. And things like the Marauders horse masters and the skin walls moving around behind the enemy army, so that when our marauders start approaching, just as they are here, we can basically, you know, lock them into combat. Like this. Get them, boys. They don't even need to do much damage, they just need to slow them down. And then of course once they're in combat they're basically screwed. The other issue is that when they run away, unless they shatter, they will inevitably rally and start taking pot shots at any unit in range, which again is quite annoying. The enemy reinforcements have turned up. We do have some reinforcements of ourselves. I mean, not actual reinforcements, but units that I held back in the forest over here, because I knew they were coming from this direction, so we can come sweeping out the forest. That will give them a little bit of a surprise and cause them to have to decide which direction they're going to shoot in. It's going to give me a little bit of time while we just chase down a lot of these missile units. The peasant bands shouldn't really be a problem to deal with, but they are going to bog us down. And I guess they're a little bit more defensive than the peasant bowmen? Maybe? Who knows? Not a big problem. So we've got Marauder horse masters. Are they horse masters? They are horse masters. Coming in from behind, locking those guys into combat. There we go. And then the Marauder berserkers, of course, who are very good at killing light infantry. Coming in. And I mean, this is going to be absolute carnage. I mean, there's David and Goliath, and then there's whatever the fuck that is. Horsemaster's actually taken quite a lot of damage there. I don't know from what, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. At this point, most of the enemy army is shattered, running in all directions. The Lords are going to be a little bit of a problem for us, but to be honest, we can just kill the rest of the peasant bowmen. Just 3 units running off into the distance there. We're going to get the trolls and the horsemasters, and also the skin walls going to hunt them down. That does mean we don't have any units to sort of like keep these bottled up, which means they're going to run all over the place. We do have some trolls over here though to help out, which is quite nice. And also they're going to slow units down, which means that they're going to be hard pressed to actually get away from our marauders as well. Looks like we won't need that though, because a lot of these units are now breaking, understandably, because you know they're peasant garbage. So yeah, this really should have been an auto-resolve. Really should have been an auto-resolve. Never mind. Actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. They stay kind of like bunched up quite nicely. So if you can just herd them. Basically, it's not a battle. It's like a sheepdog tournament. You have to herd the little shits in the right direction, because otherwise they'll scatter. And so basically, you just need to make sure you've got units covering all the angles. And once you've done that, it's just mop-up time. Fortunately, we should have another army available soon. An army specifically suited to dealing with this kind of thing. They really need to tone down just how well the auto-resolve thinks that missile units will perform. Because the problem is, auto-resolve assumes that the missile units will get off all their ammunition. And they really should look at an army, and if the enemy army doesn't have many missile units in it, it really should go, yeah, we're never going to get off all our ammunition, because that's just unrealistic. So it should really take I feel like it should take a percentage of just like how much of the enemy army is melee units, and then reduce the amount of shots that they're likely to get off. Because if you've got no melee units in your army, and the enemy army has a lot of melee units, you're going to have trouble stopping the enemy melee units from mulching your missile units. That's just what happens. Okay, unsurprisingly, that didn't go very well for the Bretonnians. No one thought it would, apart from, obviously, the Ortrazov. Income from raiding, destroyed shrines. I mean, I don't really get much money from raiding, so we'll do that. Now, you have taken Grundberg, which is a brave choice. Fuck me, really? Right, you... Seriously? I'm going to lose the... Fuck.
It is against Sigmar's teachings.
I honestly can't believe that they said I would lose this battle. Now already we've got them surrounded because they've only got 3 units of melee. Well, no, they've got 2 units of melee infantry and then some demigryphs, and that's it. So unless they think they can shoot all of my units before they, you know, bludgeon them to death, I don't know what they're thinking. So we've got melee infantry coming through the forest here. They've only just spotted them, really, and are trying to move to engage them. I mean, with what? I mean, the demigryphs? What the fuck are they going to do? Ice walls hitting the trees over there, and the skin walls tearing towards the flank. Straight into their Hellstorm rocket battery, so they're not going to do any more damage. Good luck there. Got Velkmar is in the middle of these great swords. Greg as well. Stitch is taking out the Grey Wizards. Those Demigryph Knights are just being annihilated. The ice walls are all over the fucking place. Eating those handgunners who never got a shot off. They never got a shot off. This other unit of handgunners has survived only because they're being chased off by the Marauder champions. So basically, as soon as they run out of places to run, they're dead. I mean, Balthazar is maybe the main risk, but I mean, he's got a big face of metal, and I've got Greg. Yeah, I don't think Balthazar's going to win that one. Off he goes. So yeah, I don't think Ortrazov was on the nose with that one. Somehow, just an observation. And +6 armor for all my units. That's quite nice. That means have you only got 86 armor? I thought you had more armor. Oh no, of course it's your guys that have more armor. That's the one. All right, well they've got more armor, so that's good. It's very, very good. You... yeah, let's have transmutation of lead there. Stitch can continue getting Woundmaker, and Umagard can get Arcane Conduit, so we can cast more magic. Right. I mean, we've smashed all comers. To be honest, this is absolute carnage.
I don't care for this order.
Interesting. Now, although we don't have... I could pick up you just for the moment.
What you ask?
You're outside the settlement.
Do you take me for a child?
Which means that we could... Oh, you fucking maxed that out again, haven't you? How the fuck did you do that? Oh, okay. We can attack you. That'll bring every... Well, can I just auto-resolve that? Oh, I can. Lovely. I was worried that I'd have to actually fight that. Didn't have to. Got Gambler's armor. That's double goods. And then I burn this to the ground for the crow. I've decided. There we go. Right, how are we doing here? 74... Actually, it's not far off. We're actually pretty close to getting that extra Winds of Magic as well for everyone. We do need to heal up, and I do want to get some more puppies, because we lost those in the Ortrazov. Ortrazov is being a real dick to me at the moment, but
Despoil and ravage.
that's the plan. That is the plan. If I get like 2 more of you,
Overrun the world.
and then I get a shaman, like, you're quite good. Okay, we'll get Sigwolf the Glutton. He's a big fatty.
Harbinger of war.
Harbinger of cake. I could get another shaman fight. To be honest, what I want is more...
Death.
I mean, I probably should get what's-his-face in this army. What's-his-face? What's his name? That thing. Scrappy-Doo. That's where I should get Scrappy-Doo in this army. Tell you what, if we go and grab yet another one of those, then that army is basically an Artois killer. Go out, kill Artois, job's a good one. Meanwhile, we're at minus 7,000, which, I mean, we've got 158k, which means we're pretty, you know, we're probably fine for a bit. The problem comes when you end up with, like, no one to kill for a while, and that's why factions that rely on upkeep reduction and sacking are just a lot more dicey than factions like the Empire. Because you have to rely on the fact that there's going to be settlements for you to sack that are actually worth enough money to cover for your costs. So you need to keep moving, keep killing, which is, you know, is fine. And you're doing okay. I was hoping to get down to Montfort this episode. Unfortunately, we haven't done that. We've had to fight lots of little battles all over the place because of Water Resolve. That's a bit of a shame. But I think we're now in a fairly good position where I would kind of like to ignore Bordeaux if I could. Otherwise, I think, you know, we've pushed the dwarves south. That's fine. We could potentially wipe out Averland and then take on the what's their face? What's their name? The Golden Order. That's the one. I was going to call it the Silver Order, the Bronze Order, to just make sure that Balthazar can't throw anything nasty our way, because it does look like he has the capability to recruit some nasty units. Do not like that. Would like for him not to be able to do that. The only slight problem there, of course, is the fact that we are nowhere near the coastline here, and that means that we have nowhere to sort of like create a base of operations to sort of like operate out of. So we'll have to rely on just the raiding camp, or potentially getting Grimgor to help us out. But hopefully, next episode we'll be taking on the giants and probably Paravon, because it looks like there's
I must keep my holy vow. No.
a lot of boys down there. Maybe we can get Grimgor to declare war on them. It's worth a shot. But I'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.